guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to cover brakes. So I'm going to do front brakes and rotors. Now I've already done it. I did it in a hurry while I was getting ready for a trip. I did it actually late at night and I had time to do any filming, but you know what, I thought for the sake of the YouTube channel you guys probably want to know it. I'm going to run through everything I did. Unfortunately everything's been done already, but at least I have make this video shorter actually, because then I can just run through it and explain it. So let's get started. First thing you want to do is jack the car up. Two ways you can jack it up. You can do your traditional points over here underneath the car, or you can do the front, which is right there. There's a little cutout right there, and that's where your jack can go. Make sure you chalk the wheels and parking brake is set. And for those who are wondering about the rear brakes, they're very similar when you do the rear brakes. The only difference with the rear brakes, actually there's no difference. They're very similar. The parking brake, people ask me, is a parking brake electronic? Do you have to have a special tool? No, you don't. It comes off just like a conventional. The parking brakes are in the drum. So with that being said, you don't have to have a special tool to release the pads. I'm going to be using jack stands. Alright, now that the wheel is off, you can see the brakes are exposed. First thing you want to do is get this clip off. Okay, this is the clip that holds the brakes in. So I find the easiest way is stick like a little screwdriver in there and pry into this to pop this cover off. And you're trying to unhook them. You see how that one now is ready. Do the same on this one. Okay. Cover comes off. Now you can expose the pads. So the back, on the back side, you're going to see these two covers here. So you want to slide this off. All right, and these are a 9mm hex for the 50 eyes. All right, if you have a 35 has smaller brakes, it's going to be a 7mm hex. So this for 35s, and the 9mm should fit perfectly in there for the V8s. Okay, that's loose. Alright, that's done. Those are loose. You can then slide this out. Now it's gonna be a little harder for me because these pads are still good on here. You can see how one just fell out. Okay, so typically your pads are here. They're sitting here like that, and you can slide them out and you change your pads. Now, left front pad's gonna have a cable. I don't want to do this because I don't want to break it, but you see there's a little cord. This is your brake wear sensor. Okay, when this cord gets worn down, your brakes, it sends a signal to the car to tell you that your brakes are worn. To replace this, you just slide this out. And I'm gonna set this up here. You'll just end up pulling this cord all the way off. So all of these places up here will just come off. Then trace it all the way back here, and I believe it's one of these plastic panels. You pull off and you can replace. Where's that cord going? So it's here. So you'll end up moving these out. And then you're going to plug it from there. Okay, we unplug it, plug the new one in, and you should be good to go. All right, you can reset it in the car. I'll show you how to do that. So I'll put those back. Okay. Now, I'm gonna set this up here for now. Grab a C-clamp. C-clamp. You can take a new pad. I say take the old pad, and what you do, you just end up pressing this, squeezing this in. And what you're doing is you are resetting these two pistons back into their place. Give a little pressure on one. Those go back in. And actually sometimes use your thumb to push. Okay. So if you say, you know what, I need to do rotors too. I need to do pads and rotors. And rotors. Then what you'll do, you'll come back here again. You need to remove this bracket and this set screw. Bit. These are your star, whatever they are. This is what you'll need to use. Put that on here. You'll take this off. comes off. All right. Now to remove the set screw. Set screw is going to need a 6. Okay. All right. Rotor comes off. Okay. Now, when you put your new rotors on, spray them with brake cleaner and wipe them off. Understand? Do not, I repeat, do not put new rotors on without spraying them off and wiping them down with brake cleaner. I've done this before and I had a lot of squeaking afterwards. So it's very important you don't do that. I said, these are rotors that I just put on not too long ago. But I just want to show you guys if you had any questions. Now, this rotor did not come off easy. I'll tell you that. When the first time around, it took a lot of hammers, a lot of hits. I would say get yourself a 3-pound hammer and hit this rotor, get it one good hit. I didn't have that at the time. I had to hit it with rubber mallet and a regular hammer, and I think I just ended up taking like a baseball like swing to get this off. So if you're doing it for the first time, it's going to take some time. You can see I got some rust and stuff on mine right now. So we'll just go ahead and put this back in. Screws would be too tight. It's not. It's just meant to keep everything and set in place. And that's it. I'm gonna put everything back together. I want to point out, I didn't do this because obviously I've already done it before, but you need to lubricate the backs of the pads and these set screws here. Not set screws, but these caliper slides. All right, so on those bolts, just put a little bit of lubrication on those, caliper grease, and you'll be good to go. These 2 feet go on the outside of these right there. So it takes a little finesse to get that in there correctly. Okay. And that's it. Rest is simple, wheel goes on.